Top 20 JMeter interview questions. Question 1. What is JMeter? A. A database management tool. B. A web application framework. C. A performance testing tool. D. A network monitoring tool. The correct answer is C. A performance testing tool. JMeter is an open-source tool used for performance testing of web applications, databases, and services, enabling load testing and other performance-related testing. Question 2. What is a sampler in JMeter? A. It sends requests to the server. B. It stores test results. C. It sets up the test environment. D. It checks the performance of the server. The correct answer is A. It sends requests to the server. A sampler in JMeter is responsible for sending requests to a server and receiving the response. Common types include HTTP request, FTP request, etc. Question 3. Which of the following is not a sampler in JMeter? A. HTTP request. B. FTP request. C. Bean shell sampler. D. Thread group. The correct answer is D. Thread group. A thread group is a test element that defines how the test is executed, whereas a sampler sends requests to the server. Question 4. What does a thread group define in JMeter? A. Number of users that will be simulated. B. The type of requests being sent. C. The server's hardware configuration. D. The response data format. The correct answer is A. Number of users that will be simulated. A thread group defines the number of virtual users, ramp-up time, and the number of loops, which simulate the load on a server. Question 5. What is the function of a listener in JMeter? A. It sends requests to the server. B. It collects and displays results. C. It configures the test environment. D. It determines the test duration. The correct answer is B. It collects and displays results. Listeners in JMeter are used to collect test results from samplers, visualize data, and save results to files. Examples include view results tree, summary report, etc. Question 6. Which JMeter component is used to handle dynamic data? A. Regular expression extractor. B. CSV dataset config. C. Bean shell preprocessor. D. HTTP request defaults. The correct answer is B. CSV dataset config. CSV dataset config is used to provide dynamic input values from an external CSV file to parameterize the test scripts. Question 7. What is the use of the HTTP request defaults in JMeter? A. It defines the base URL for HTTP requests. B. It stores the response data. C. It specifies the number of threads. D. It calculates response time. The correct answer is A. It defines the base URL for HTTP requests. HTTP request defaults is used to define common parameters like server name, port, etc. for HTTP requests, so you don't have to specify them repeatedly. Question 8. What does a post processor do in JMeter? A. It modifies request headers. B. It processes the response after the request is sent. C. It logs test results. D. It runs test assertions. The correct answer is B. It processes the response after the request is sent. Post processors in JMeter handle the response after a request, allowing for tasks like extracting data from the response or applying further processing. Question 9. What is an assertion in JMeter? A. A way to handle errors. B. A way to validate the response data. C. A method to set thread parameters. D. A tool for configuring test results. The correct answer is B. A way to validate the response data. Assertions in JMeter are used to validate the correctness of the response. For example, checking if the response contains a specific text or meets expected values. Question 10. What is the purpose of the loop controller in JMeter? A. It repeats the test a specific number of times. B. It generates random data for tests. C. It organizes test cases for better readability. D. It handles session management. The correct answer is A. It repeats the test a specific number of times. Loop controller repeats the execution of its child elements for a defined number of loops. Question 11. Which JMeter element can simulate real user behavior, such as think time between requests? A. Constant timer. B. Gaussian random timer. C. Synchronizing timer. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Timers like constant timer, Gaussian random timer, and synchronizing timer are used to simulate real user behavior by introducing pauses between requests to avoid an unrealistic load. Question 12. What does the view results tree listener display in JMeter? A. Data from multiple users. B. HTTP request and response details. C. Performance summary. D. Real-time data visualization. The correct answer is B. HTTP request and response details. The view results tree listener displays detailed information about each request and its response, including headers, body, and status code. Question 13. Which of the following is true about JMeter's non-GUI mode? A. It provides detailed graphical results. B. It requires a GUI to run. C. It allows for running tests on a server without the graphical interface. D. It can only execute tests for web applications. The correct answer is C. It allows for running tests on a server without the graphical interface. JMeter's non-GUI mode is used for executing tests in a command-line environment, which is more efficient for load testing since it consumes fewer resources than GUI mode. Question 14. What does the throughput metric in JMeter measure? A. The total number of errors during a test. B. The rate at which requests are processed per unit of time. C. The average response time. D. The total load on the server. The correct answer is B. The rate at which requests are processed per unit of time. Throughput measures the number of requests the system can handle per second, minute, or hour. It's a key metric in performance testing. Question 15. Which file format can JMeter use to save test results? A. CSV. B. XML. C. JSON. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. JMeter supports multiple formats for saving test results, including CSV, XML, and JSON, making it easier to export data for further analysis. Question 16. What is the purpose of a CSV dataset config in JMeter? A. To read data from a CSV file and use it in tests. B. To save test results to a CSV file. C. To manage thread configurations. D. To create random test data. The correct answer is A. To read data from a CSV file and use it in tests. CSV dataset config allows JMeter to read data from an external CSV file, enabling parameterization of tests with dynamic values. Question 17. What does the constant timer do in JMeter? A. Adds a fixed delay between requests. B. Generates random delays. C. Synchronizes multiple threads. D. Measures the response time. The correct answer is A. Adds a fixed delay between requests. The constant timer adds a fixed, constant delay between requests to simulate the think time of real users. Question 18. Which JMeter component can be used to simulate login to a web application? A. HTTP request. B. HTTP header manager. C. Login controller. D. HTTP cookie manager. The correct answer is A. HTTP request. The HTTP request sampler can be used to simulate user login by sending POST or GET requests to the login endpoint. Question 19. How can JMeter be integrated with Jenkins for continuous testing? A. By using the JMeter Jenkins plugin. B. By importing JMeter results into Jenkins manually. C. By running JMeter in GUI mode from Jenkins. D. By embedding JMeter scripts in Jenkins pipelines. The correct answer is A. By using the JMeter Jenkins plugin. The JMeter Jenkins plugin allows JMeter tests to be run automatically as part of a Jenkins pipeline for continuous integration and testing. Question 20. How can you handle session management in JMeter? A. Use the HTTP cookie manager. B. Use a timer. C. Use a preprocessor. D. Use a bean shell sampler. The correct answer is A. Use the HTTP cookie manager. The HTTP cookie manager handles cookies automatically during test execution, maintaining sessions between requests, which is essential for simulating user login sessions.